Hey everyone, welcome back to the English Playbook. I'm David.
And I'm Sarah. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're back again, thank you so much for joining us.
Today's episode is perfect for intermediate to advanced learners. We're diving into history, but trust me, this is fascinating stuff.
We're talking about International Workers' Day, also known as May Day, celebrated on May 1st around the world.
And here's what makes this episode special. We're not just telling you a story. We're breaking down advanced vocabulary, grammar structures, and phrases that'll seriously upgrade your English.
So, if you're preparing for IELTS, TOEFL, or just want to sound more sophisticated in English,
This episode is for you. Grab your notebook because we're about to drop some serious knowledge.
all right, let's jump in.
Okay, so imagine you're sitting in a history class, the bell rings, everyone's chatting, and the teacher walks in.
Everyone settle down. Let's get started.
First phrase right there, settle down. What does that mean, Sarah?
It means to relax, to become calm and quiet. You'll hear teachers say this all the time. Class, settle down.
Or even in casual conversation, hey, settle down. There's no need to get so upset.
Exactly. So the teacher continues. As you know, an important aspect of becoming a good citizen is understanding the genesis of our legal system.
Whoa. Stop right there. Two important things in that sentence.
First is an important aspect of. This is a really useful structure for formal speaking and writing.
An aspect is a part or feature of something. So when you say an important aspect of, you're highlighting one significant part of a bigger idea.
For example, communication is an important aspect of a successful relationship.
Or time management is an important aspect of being a good student.
You see how professional that sounds? Instead of just saying part, you use aspect.
Now, the second word, genesis. This is a beautiful word. Sarah, where does it come from?
It comes from the Bible, actually, the book of Genesis, which is all about the beginning of everything, creation, the origin of the world.
So Genesis means the origin, the beginning, or the starting point of something. It's formal, so you'd use it in academic or professional contexts.
Like, we need to understand the genesis of this economic crisis.
Or the genesis of the internet dates back to the 1960s.
Perfect examples. So the teacher is saying we need to understand the origin of our legal system.
Right. And then the teacher says something really important about learning.
It's not enough to simply memorize our laws. It's necessary that we comprehend why and how they were formed.
This structure, it's not enough to simply, is incredibly useful. When you start a sentence this way, you're saying that doing one thing isn't sufficient. More is required.
Let me give you some real-world examples. In a job interview, you might say, it's not enough to simply have the qualifications. You must also demonstrate passion for the work.
Or a coach might say, it's not enough to simply practice. You must practice with purpose and focus.
See how this structure makes you sound more sophisticated? It's all about contrasting what's inadequate with what's actually needed.
And notice the word comprehend in the teacher's sentence. That's a more formal way of saying understand.
Exactly. Comprehend suggests a deeper, fuller understanding. Like you really get it on a fundamental level.
So now the teacher asks the class, does anyone know what we celebrate on May 1st?
And some student shouts, Cinco de Mayo.
Wrong! That's May 5th. No wonder you're failing Spanish class.
Brutal. But no, May 1st is International Workers' Day. Okay, so let's get into the real story. Picture this. It's the 19th century, the 1800s. The Industrial Revolution is in full swing.
Factories are everywhere. Cities are growing and people are working in absolutely appalling conditions.
Appalling. Great vocabulary word. This means shockingly bad, Absolutely terrible, horrifying.
The adjective is appalling, and you can also feel appalled, like I'm appalled by the situation.
It's a strong word. It's not just bad, it's disgustingly bad. Like you're shocked and disgusted at the same time.
Right, so these appalling working conditions meant workers were forced to work 10, 12, sometimes 14 hours a day.
That's insane. Can you imagine working 14 hours a day, 6 days a week?
No breaks, terrible pay, dangerous environments, children working in factories.
And when workers started organizing and demanding better conditions, they faced serious hostility.
Hostility, another key word. This means unfriendly treatment, often with aggression or even violence.
If someone is hostile toward you, they're not just unfriendly, there's an aggressive, threatening quality to it.
A hostile environment is a dangerous place. Hostile behavior might lead to violence.
So these workers faced hostility from factory owners, from the government, even from some union leaders who didn't want to rock the boat.
But by April 1886, 250,000 workers, 250,000 people, were involved in the movement for an 8-hour workday.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Previous attempts to pass laws improving working conditions had failed.
So the labor organizers, the people leading the workers' movement, decided they had to take drastic measures.
Drastic measures. This is a fantastic phrase. It means extreme actions or decisions.
When a situation is desperate, you need drastic measures. You need to do something bold, something extreme.
Here's an example. The economy is collapsing. The government must take drastic measures to prevent a depression.
Or, my company's losing money, we need to take drastic measures, cut costs, lay off staff, restructure everything.
There's even a famous saying related to this.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Exactly. So, what drastic measure did they take?
They passed a resolution, that's like an official decision or declaration, stating that 8 hours would constitute a legal day's work.
Wait. Grammar moment. Did you catch that sentence structure?
Oh, yes. They passed a resolution stating that 8 hours would constitute a legal day's work.
This is called the future in the past. It sounds complicated, but let me break it down. The resolution was passed in the past, right? Back in 1886?
Right, but the resolution was talking about something that would happen in the future from that past moment's perspective.
So you use would to show a future action seen from a past viewpoint.
Here are some clearer examples. The president said that he would cut taxes. The saying happened in the past, but the cutting would happen in the future.
Or, I promised my mother that I would call her every Sunday.
The company announced that they would release a new product in June.
See, it's about past promises, predictions, or plans about future actions.
This is super common in storytelling and reporting what people said. Master this, and your English sounds way more natural.
Absolutely. So, this resolution said 8 hours would form or make up a legal workday.
And on May 1st, 1886, the resolution took effect. That's why May 1st became significant.
Now, unfortunately, the story doesn't stay positive. On May 3rd, 1886, just 2 days later, something terrible happened.
Police fired into a crowd of striking workers at the McCormick Reaper Works factory. They killed 4 people and wounded many others.
This is where our final vocabulary word comes in, brutality. Brutality means harsh, cruel, or violent treatment. It's the noun form of brutal.
And brutal is interesting because it has both a serious meaning and a slang meaning.
Right. The serious meaning is violent and savage. The brutality of the police shocked the nation. But in modern slang, especially among younger people, brutal just means really difficult or intense. Like, that exam was brutal. Or, I went to the gym today and the workout was absolutely brutal.
Exactly. Just be aware of the context. In formal situations, it refers to violence. In casual conversation, it can just mean tough.
So after the brutality at the factory, workers organized a mass meeting the next day to protest.
And the teacher in our story says, and then what happened? Well, as we say, the rest is history.
That phrase, the rest is history, means everyone knows how the story ends, so there's no need to explain further.
It became a movement that spread around the world, and that's why May 1st is now International Workers' Day.
Here's something interesting. Not every country celebrates it on May 1st.
Really?
Yeah. In Canada, we celebrate Labor Day on the first Monday in September.
Why is that?
We already have a long weekend in May for Queen Victoria's birthday, so they moved it.
In Ecuador, where I have family, they celebrate on May 1st, and companies often do something special, like organize a barbecue or a trip for employees.
That's a nice gesture. And in the U.S., it's not a national holiday at all, though many people are aware of it.
So, listeners, what about your country? Do you celebrate May Day? If so, how? Drop a comment and let us know.
All right, let's do a lightning round recap of everything we've learned today.
Vocabulary word 1. Genesis, the origin or beginning of something. Formal word.
Word 2, appalling, shockingly bad, terrible, disgusting.
Word 3. Hostility, unfriendly, aggressive behavior with a hint of danger.
Phrase 4, drastic measures, extreme actions taken in serious situations.
Word 5. Brutality, violent treatment, or in slang, just really difficult.
Grammar point, future in the past, using would to express future actions from a past perspective.
Phrase, it's not enough to simply, use this to say that more is required.
And phrase, an important aspect of, to highlight a significant part of something.
Thanks so much for spending these 20 minutes with us on the English Playbook.
If you found this valuable, please hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode.
Leave a comment telling us what topic you'd like us to cover next, or share how you use these phrases in your own life.
And remember, learning English isn't just about memorizing rules.
It's about understanding the genesis, the history, the culture behind the language.
See what it did there?
Until next time, keep learning, keep practicing,
And keep playing the English game.